Hello everybody, I'm back again for Furlong's 300th subscriber contest, and he has two questions here with an optional dice game, which I got the dice here. Um, Only problem is I can do the game, you know, if I get up to 20 or don't get up to 20, either way, but the problem is I use my webcam, and unfortunately my webcam's built into the computer, so I can't really turn my computer down far enough to where it has to be for the dice to be shown. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing the dice game. Um, I love the idea of the dice game for more entries or losing one, whatever. But anyway, on to the questions. His first question is, what two movies or series of movies go together? He wants us to kind of stay away from sequels. Um, so, you know, so anyway, here we go. My first pick is Halloween and Friday the 13th. Personally, I'm a big horror fan, and the reason that I choose these two movies to go together, I should say Halloween, or yeah, Friday the 13th Part 2, or, 3, or anyone after that. Um, because we all know, or people that don't know, the original Friday the 13th was, Jason in it at the end, whatever. Um, but it's more about his mom, and the whole family thing, you know. So, I actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna do it as far as series for this one. Because the Friday the 13th series and the Halloween series are kind of the same. They go together. You can watch either one. And the reason that is, because one, they both have to do with family. Jason's killing because his mom was killed. Basically, and that's why he does it. And the mom was killed because the son was drowned. You know, and Halloween, is the whole Michael has to kill his family thing because it's in the stars and blah blah blah, whatever. You know, so there's that. Second of all, they both wear masks. Iconic masks. Jason with the hockey mask, Michael with the William Shatner white face painted mask. Which by the way, I actually prefer the Rob Zombie Halloween mask. Personally, like, okay, the original one, is iconic. Because the fact that it is the William Shatner one and it's whatever. But I like the look of the new Halloween mask. You know, and three, they're both silent. You know, they don't talk. They whatever. And four, they both like to mess with you. You know, Michael more than Jason, but there's still the thing of like, Jason thinks he's, people think Jason's leaving the room, but he's really still there. And Michael's is, you don't know he's in the room until it's too late. And five, they both like to come out of nowhere. There's a lot of kills with Jason where, okay, you don't really expect them. Okay, if you've never watched them before, or you haven't watched them in a while, you're like, oh wow, I forgot about that kill. Michael's the same way. He just, seems to come out of nowhere. You don't know where he's coming from. you know, you know, there's them. Second to the movies that go together is the Alien movies and the Predators. Unfortunately, can't really talk much on this one because I only ever really seen Alien versus Predator. But their similarities are they're both space ones. Um, you know, they're both creatures from space. Both hunting humans, whatever. you know, the third set of movies or the third movies I'm picking is Leprechaun and Child's Play. You know, both doing with small creatures. Nobody really believes that they kill, like, oh, there's a leprechaun going around. People think, oh, you're drunk, whatever. And nobody really expects a doll to be killing. you know. Then there's still the magic, or the magic part of it. The leprechaun's magic, has the powers. Chucky has the voodoo thing. You know, um, they're both after something. Leprechaun goes back and forth between this gold and a bride. Chucky, it's after a kid. And later on it was about the necklace, the amulet, the gold amulet. So those similarities are there. you know, and that's it. Those are the three that I say go together. Um, One thing before I move on, unfortunately, this is gonna have to be done in two parts. Because my webcam only goes up to 10 minutes, and I'm already at 8, or almost 8, 7:23. If I don't get the last part, and say in the last 10 minutes, there will be a second part. Oh, there's gonna be a second part anyway, but now on movies. The second question is movies that people inspired us to buy. And for me, there hasn't really been a lot that actually on the people talked about them. Oh, I need to get it, and one of them got it. You know, so like you said earlier, it doesn't really have to go. Like, we don't really have to own it or change, or as long as we get the point of the question out, we can change a little bit. So I'm going to talk about one that I do own, and then a couple that I see people do videos for, and I'm like, oh, I need to get that, and I'm looking for it, and whatever. So anyway, the one that I do have, and when I change to, or go on to the next video, I'm going to go over and get it, and show it off. But it's Cannibal Holocaust. And why did I need this one? you know, Whatever. Well, actually, there's two. But the first one's Cannibal Holocaust. And why I needed this one, just because everybody's saying about how controversial it is. And you hear all the stories about how, all the horrible things that happen in this movie, everything about it, and it just, whatever. It's one that I haven't seen yet. But, like I said in my update video when I showed it off, you know, I found it for a good price. Somebody was selling it. Unfortunately, I don't remember his name right now. But it was on He's on Facebook. One of the groups, horror DVD and Blu-ray buyers. All right, everybody, coming back with a second part. And I will talk to you then.